problem of climate change is a wicked problem. It is difficult to grasp in terms of scope and impact. It is ever-changing. It's woven into every facet of our lives, and therefore it is important that we figure out some way to prevent, mitigate, and adapt to its effects. We will require people from all disciplines working on this, and not just people from the same discipline working with their tools and perspectives in a silo. This has to be a collaborative effort. Fortunately, the Transformative Research and Urban Sustainability Training Fellowship at Wayne State is working to foster those sorts of collaborations. Our team is composed of 2 economists, a biologist, and an urban planner, all working to address the impact of climate change on the Southeast Michigan food system. Some of these vulnerabilities will be new, but others are problems that may be exacerbated by climate change. Not only are we working to identify those effects, we are also working to quantify them. By the end of our time together, we are hoping to have a range of tools that will help us understand how climate change will affect food availability in our region and prioritize solutions for adaptation and mitigation. We want to help communities prepare, with the limited resources and time we have, to cope with current and future climate stressors in regards to our food system. Let's look at how all of our varying perspectives and subject matter tools will come together to do this.
Hi everyone, I'm Brenna Friday, the resident biologist of this interdisciplinary group. My main contribution to this project is to help establish a foundational understanding of the impacts of climate change. I'm answering questions related to what climate change looks like in the American Midwest and how those changes have far-reaching impacts into local food systems. My group and I chose to focus our project specifically in southeastern Michigan, so I've been sorting through climate change data to pinpoint the most pressing environmental issues in this area. By combining analyses of historical and forecasted data, I will educate my teammates on the changes that we have documented in temperature, precipitation, and extreme weather events in Michigan, as well as those trends that we expect to see in the future. These changes most clearly directly impact the agricultural industries across the state, but they also influence the way in which food is transported, stored, and purchased. In order to visualize these changes, I will be contributing to the creation of a systems dynamic model using the VenSim software that will help trace the consequences of changing climates throughout various facets of the food system.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I bring an urban planning and public health perspective to our conversations. I have worked with many Detroit food system partners on previous projects, and I'm grateful to continue those relationships. My contribution to our toolkit will be a vulnerability assessment that walks communities from production through harvesting, processing, and distribution to end use and helps them identify gaps or weak spots in their infrastructure, organization, and communication. From the assessment, communities, whether they be townships, cities, counties, or entire region, will gain guidance in prioritizing funds and resources to strengthen the most impactful points of the food system that are likely to be affected by climate change. My work will be informed by Brenna's work.
My name is Khurram Imam. I'm an economics PhD student, and my role is to create an economic model to establish the extent of relationship between environmental conditions and their impact based on available data. My hope is to identify the points of vulnerabilities in the supply chain of food production.
I'm David. I'm a PhD student in the economics department at Wayne State. In terms of what I bring to the table for this project, I'll be developing an econometric model to assess the stabilization of municipalities' food systems. And it is our hope that our research and models will help municipalities to implement interdisciplinary systems-based policies that address the prevalent health and food access issues afflicting a multitude of urban communities.
We know that our project is a bit of a lofty one, but we feel that it is important work. Collaborating with a team of people from other disciplines can be challenging at times. It would be much easier for me to work with other planners and for Brenna to work with other biologists and for Khurram and David to work with other economists. We offer a wide range of tools, perspectives, experience, and training. Developing our key research question, the scope and parameters of it, and how to go about collecting the research was difficult and took almost a year to come to a consensus on. However, the products we are working on and the conversations we have had to get to this point have all been worthwhile. All of us are grateful to have the opportunity to see how our disciplines both help and hinder climate action and food system resiliency. We hope you and your communities will find our ideas and tools to be helpful when they become available in the near future. We welcome any feedback on their use or on our project in general. Together, we can work towards a resilient food system in Southeast Michigan and beyond.